hoist. Those are bolted on. They're bolted on. And just go square the bases up with the wall and put the fucking drill holes, make it all square, drill the holes, and then yeah, should be pretty good. But yeah, we'll get there. Alright, here's to cutting the bonnet on the Cressy. Just gonna chop it there, and straight through there. So that should be good, hopefully.
Fuck
Look at that.
Fuck, that actually looks that much better.
Yeah.
Cut the rest of it out.
Car looks so tough. With no rear end. Sick. She's sitting up pretty high in the front. Yo, that looks so damn good. So obviously, as you can see, a lot of things have happened since last time. I haven't made a video in a long time, but you know, we got some things changed. I got the shed now. I had a hoist. Yeah, everything has changed significantly. So here I am dropping the front end out. I've just undone it all. Undo those two bolts. 10 mil and a 17 mil. 17 mil. Two 17 mils there. Two 17 mils there for the caster arms. And you just drop it all out. Oh, and a 12 mil for the steering rack. But yeah, the bay's been painted and everything. So now it's kind of just the challenge of being careful. I'm gonna paint all this, paint it all black. And yeah, should be good hopefully. I'll take it to the car wash now and give it a wash, but here's the before anyways. I'm gonna get new brakes and everything for the front, so that's okay. Just did a fuel run. Just took everything for a good wash. Blasted all the rust off everything. It looks way better now. So much better, but so much worse at the same time. But once I paint it in a couple of days, it should look good again. Alright, so I know this is gonna look a little bit, you know, how you going, but paintbrush, a little ice break coffee or like any kind of cup or whatever you use, with stone shield, kind of like that protective stuff I was showing before. It's really rubberized. And then what I like to do is just get one side so it's wet, and you just kind of paste back and forwards like that. and you can get kind of into the holes a little bit. And just, you know, a couple little passes over the top. Gets it looking nice. You know, obviously it's not amazing, but that's what we'll do with the can. The can is where the magic happens, because the can will obviously aerosol will spray it all on and give it a really nice texture. Whereas this is just getting it on there nice and thick, so that way we get a good kind of bond with the next coat. So yeah, all we've done is just given this a really good clean, a bit of an alcohol wipe down, which I didn't really film much of any of that, but we yeah, just giving this a really good clean, and then fucking yeah,
it's all in the prep work.
yeah, pretty much. Like, this is a good wipe down, you know, bit of a scotchy, a little bit of a wash, and then yeah, a bit of an application of this, really.
That's what we're using over here. S83.
Hell yeah. So, which I like to just do a bit of a coat as a dry run. Kind of goes on really dry, and then you just kind of get it on a bit thicker, and you just keep doing coats back and forwards. Coat after coat after coat. Like here, haven't done it here, so I'll just use the residual on the brush. Mind you, I'm not a professional, this is just what I'm doing, because it's my car and I'm just doing whatever. So, well, whatever I think is good. I'm not a professional, everyone will do it differently. This is just my way of stone shield protecting and body deadening and sound deadening. So, this is just what's going to work for me, you know. But, yeah, so, bit of a light coat, you know. But yeah, soapy wash, acetone, Scotch Brite, acetone, soapy wash, acetone, and then yeah, start applicating all of your sound deadening. Liam's SS. We just got some cookie dough. A few little bits and pieces. Jai's in the back, looking like a little homo. Yeah. Nervous? I'm taking the Majesta for a rib. Hell yeah. That's good. Alright, just got the booster back in. It's a little bit dirty. Booster is back in. That looks awesome. It was a bit of a pain to get in, but we got it. That is home. Yep. Sweet. Pedals working. Springs back. Just the way we like it. Got Liam's Cressida. Hell yeah. Now I'm gonna grease that pin, take these bolts off, anti-seize them, and then put the master cylinder, all that. I'll show you. The fuck? How did that anti-seize go all over that? Oh well. We got the brake master and booster back in, which is good. And it's looking really nice. So now I'm just gonna keep bolting it all up. Little proportioning valve down there. Starting to look better. Got the brake lines in. That was a headache and a half for about an hour. But got them in. And they look really nice. Tried to neaten them up as best I can, but it's kind of just how it's got to be, really. So I did lose the banjo bolt, the banjo crush washer for the banjo bolt down there. So I've just got a different one on there, but we'll see how it goes. It should be okay. Yeah, so that's all I'm going to do for now, I reckon. Now that I've got that stuff back in, we're going to go get some food and maybe a little bit of KF in the 1JZ Crazy. Oh, this bad boy. Man, Liam and I are the king of the fucking crazies. Should be good. But no, it's starting to get there. It's starting to look really good. A couple of the grommets in while I'm here. Couldn't help it. Oh, it's starting to look like an engine bay again. I don't know if I should paint the wiper washer motor or the wiper blade motor. It's very dusty, but I don't know. To be honest. Yeah, but that's alright. Figure that out when I get to it. Alright, so Liam and I hanging out. I got work tomorrow. Liam's got work tomorrow, but we thought we might do a couple of things. When we painted the bay, we got a bit of overspray on that, but hopefully Liam's going to hook me up with a fuse box cover. We'll see. But yeah, just been tested taping the wiring loom. It looks fucking phenomenal. I'm going to leave this one because that's the horns, and I might do something different with that. But like, how good does that little corner look? Oh, sorry. How good does that look? You know, it's just nice going into the guard. Got the nice plastic cover back on. It's looking really good. This motivates me so much, just seeing this. You know, like look how good that looks. You know, and obviously from the other week, because I had a bit of a break from this car. Did the master, the booster, hooked it up to the pedal, and did the brake lines. Also have a new thing for the car, which are 320mm BA XR6 or FPV brakes with Skyline calipers, which Liam and I will show you now. We got them powder coated, which is really good. I'm currently still doing Josh's car. I'm nearly ready. Everything's plumbed up, ready to go. Downpipe, just waiting for this intake snorkel, or whatever you call it. They actually look a little bit shit on camera, I'm not going to lie. Just because there's a few imperfections. But yeah, there wasn't a whole lot of time spent prepping these. Kind of didn't prep them at all, but standard front brake, single piston, little full send it, fucking did the job. And then 4 piston, big banger. So in the next video, we'll put all these on. I'm just waiting for some hub-centric spacer rings. But either way, they look really good. So yeah, they should be good. We also got the K-frame back in and the rack and everything, which you could see the video previously of when Jai was helping me, and we did all the underbody and everything. And we've got most of the fuel line stuff coming. I've got the nut and olive connectors to go straight onto these, which will be good. So I'm going to have to cut them down a little bit and then, yeah, come up. Which I'm coming up in dash 8, which is going to be pretty big. I think dash 8 or dash 6, but either way. And then I'm going to see how I go for coil overs. These are standard suspension. I just left that loose, so don't forget that these aren't tight. Liam's getting, for his Cressida, Shockworks coils, I think, possibly. And yeah, I'll see how I like his when I come for a spin in his car. And if I like them, then I'll invest in some. So yeah, that should be pretty good. Got my main power cable there. That's gonna come out underneath here, and yeah, should be pretty good. That is gonna tuck up in there and go in through the firewall, which I could start doing very soon. Which is the main power from this. Yeah, so that should be good. Need to work out how to adapt the factory alternator wires from the Cressida to the Barra alternator, the Ford alternator. But yeah, other than that, it should be pretty good. That can get tucked in the guard. I might just fold it on itself and tuck it, and I might need it later on. But yeah, as for now, super happy with all this. It's looking amazing. So, just mounted the factory boost controller. This goes to the wastegate. I'm thinking, I just want to keep it all kind of hidden, you know. Obviously, you're not going to see that from back here. And even if you do, it's pretty, I'm pretty happy with that. That's pretty neat, you know. And by the time I've got a plug going into that, it'll be all right. So I might even move it. I was half thinking somewhere here, but this is where the hood gas strut's going to go, the bonnet strut. But I'm thinking that this goes to the wastegate, so you can it'll be nice and hidden, and you'll just see a little hose maybe come out through here and just go straight into the wastegate. But I think the wastegate's actually up a little bit higher, so who knows? It might even go something like bloody, you know, I don't know. We'll see. So I'm thinking of doing that, and then for the boost pressure reference, or the side that's going to get pressure, I've got this, which I half thought maybe run the same direction as the other hose. And I thought, got a hole here. You can just go straight in that, zip tie or wrap this vacuum line with this Deutsch connector. Oh, sorry, not Deutsch connector, with this connector. I forget what those connectors are called. So then that can just run in through the guard together and then back around the way I'd already made this wiring to go somewhere around here. And then, yeah, it should be all right, hopefully. I think, unless I change my mind and do something else, but you can't see it, and when you can see it, it's pretty neat. It's really not that bad. So I'm pretty happy with that. So I ended up changing my idea. I've hooked the plug into that, and I ran it behind the brake booster, which you can't see, and then it just tucks in there, and then I'll get the grommet and just bop these ends through the grommet or something like that. I don't really know, but we'll get the grommets for that and fix that. And then as for the interior, I've got all the wiring on the ground now. I've got to make, so there's 2 wires that come out of this, which they run off, and then I've got to, where it meets the ECU over on this side, 2 wires, and then I've got to add into 1 wire. I've got to add a 3rd wire coming off 1 wire, so it's like getting 5 volt, and then bring the other 2 wires with that 5 volt wire, so 3 all up, out of that grommet, along with the starter wire, and I'll just hide it and then drop it off, and it'll go down there to my flex fuel sensor. So I reckon that's a good idea, because that saves us having to run more wire through here, and just keeps things a lot neater. You know, we've just got 1 wire there and that's it. 1 conduit there, which hasn't actually got anything on it. I don't know if you guys can see that. Might be able to see it better from here. Yeah. Oh wait, sorry. Yeah, you can see the plug right there. You can see the plugs. I just kept the plugs, and then I'll wrap them in a bag, like a Ziploc bag, just so I've got them, because I'd rather leave them there, like nice and safe, than cut all the wires back and just make a mess of everything. Obviously, I'm going to take all the factory fuses out of this fuse box, and then just put in like the few that I need: headlights, wiper motor, headlamp for the interior of the car, heater, just little things like that. But other than that, once I take all the fuses out, I'll know what's not working, and then I can just put all the fuses in that I need working, test what works. If I find something that doesn't work, I'll put a fuse or a relay in it, and then it's all good. Just to save having that, you know, live power. But yeah, I mean, later on down the track, I might cut all this out, all that wiring, and just remake my own headlight wiring and indicator wiring and little side lamp wiring. But for now, this is going to be way more than enough, because it's going to work for what I'm doing, and it's not a crazy show car. It's just a Cressida that 3 blokes are building in a shed for a bit of fun. So yeah, it should be pretty good. These new iPhones are pretty sick. Right, you can just zoom in on everything really easily. That's actually really cool. But yeah, that's going to do for tonight. Liam's heading off. Go hard right hand down. Nearly tripped over. Hard left hand down. Absolute beast. Alright bro, have a good night. Listen to that 1JZ. How good does it sound? Sweet. Pure awesomeness. But yeah, I sent the motor off to machine shop today, or not today, yesterday, and we've organised measurements and ordered bearings, all that stuff. So shit's about to get real, which is gonna be good. And Liam's gonna do a flyby. Here comes Liam for that end of the video flyby. There he is. Oh. Doesn't that sound awesome? He wasn't even on it and it still sounds amazing. Alright, thanks for watching everyone.